Ruth George was a college student at the University of Illinois at Chicago. When she walked to her car late at night last November, a man, Donald Thurman, began to catcall her and follow her.
I mean, it's just even scarier. Like, you can't just ignore it without getting murdered. Like, it's insane, and it's terrifying to just go outside. Wasn't she on campus, too? That's terrifying.
I don't necessarily think they reacted to it, like, in a positive way to begin with. So obviously it should be changed. I think people are just going to be more scared now than they were before already. So I don't really know how to respond to the question. It just seems like it's a shitty situation that's now much shittier for people.
Well, it definitely does not make me feel empowered whatsoever. It makes me feel as if I'm being objectified, kind of dehumanized as well. It definitely is not an empower. It definitely is not something I find complimentary or kind.
I don't think I've ever experienced it. I think I'd probably be just as uncomfortable as a woman would be. I would probably just keep going, just like I think they do.
So you get my favorite one is, why don't you smile, beautiful? Or I'm not walking or standing here for attention. I'm walking to go somewhere and be my own individual person. I'm not here to be screamed at, or it's just quite simply infuriating and frustrating.
I stopped going out at night because of catcalling. I had an incident where I was alone at a train stop and this dude literally followed me. So I was like, I'm done. So
It happened once in college and it really threw me off. Wasn't expecting it. And it felt very dehumanizing almost. So I see why people get upset about it.
It isn't just women who are catcalled, but also transgender and gender nonconforming people as well. The Human Rights Campaign website lists a variety of statistics on sexual violence related to various groups of people, including heterosexual males and females, homosexual males and females, cis and trans men and women, as well as gender nonconforming people. Going to a school like DePaul, I'm very exposed to the city, the trains, the streets, and the buses, and everything it encompasses. When I'm walking alone at night, I'm always aware of my surroundings. Even though it might look like I'm listening to music, my headphones are not playing anything at all. I'm listening to my surroundings, and I'm watching anything that's happening around me. If I'm ever walking alone and I feel at risk of anything around me, I just call whoever is up at night and just to not feel completely alone by myself. The issue in our society towards street harassment and catcalling shouldn't be about an issue of security and protection. Women shouldn't have to fear that if they ignore someone that they're going to get murdered. The issue should be at the hands of how society shapes people into thinking that bodies are disposable and accessible.